My son Nico is 23, and we have always been close ever since his father left when he was 8. We have been through everything together, and I have always stood by him, even when he was an unbearable teenager. But last month, I watched him destroy the best relationship he had ever had, and I could not stay silent. He had been dating Sophia for around 8 months, and that girl was perfect for him. She was smart, funny, understood his ridiculous sense of humor, and genuinely loved him. She came to dinner every Sunday, stayed behind to help me clean just so we could keep talking, and even remembered my birthday when he did not mention it at all. Everything started to go wrong when Nico got a job at a technology company. Suddenly, he thought he was important because he was finally earning decent money. He started going out every night with people from work and coming home drunk in the early hours. Sophia would text me asking if he was all right because he would ignore her for hours. I tried talking to him, but he kept saying I did not understand how important those events were for networking, as if I had not worked my whole life and did not know the difference between real career building and pure ego. Last week, Sophia came to the house with a backpack over her shoulder and the face of someone who had not slept at all. She had planned a weekend cabin trip because Nico always said he wanted to reconnect with nature. She rented the cabin, bought him new boots, packed his favorite snacks, and spent a lot of money. That same night, he decided to go to a company party instead of leaving with her. He did not even tell her until she was standing in the doorway. He just said the party mattered more for his career and that she was overreacting. Sophia started crying right there in my living room, but it was not loud crying. It was that quiet, broken kind that shatters your heart. She said she felt like she no longer mattered to him and maybe they needed some time apart. That was when Nico reacted in the worst way possible. He started shouting that she was too intense, that she would not let him grow, and that she was only jealous because she still worked in a shop while he was already succeeding. Then he said the sentence that made me lose every bit of patience. He said maybe it was time he dated someone on his level. Sophia ran out of the house crying, and he just shrugged like he had gotten rid of a burden. He said he had probably escaped from a girl who was too dramatic. I waited until the next morning, because if I had spoken that night, I might have exploded. He was in the kitchen with a hangover complaining that Sophia was not answering him. I sat in front of him and told him the truth. I told him he deserved to be left. I told him Sophia had been the best thing that ever happened to him, and he ruined it because he thought he was superior just because he earned a better salary. I told him he had been acting like a selfish fool for months, and that if I were Sophia, I would have left much sooner. She had put more effort into 1 week than he had into 2 months. Nico got defensive and said I did not understand the pressure of work. I reminded him that Sophia worked 2 jobs and studied at the same time and still made time for him. I told him she supported him, cared for him, and encouraged him while he treated her like she was beneath him. I also told him the worst part was not choosing a party. The worst part was making a good girl feel small. The girl who remembered my birthday and always asked how I was doing deserved far better than a man who could not even answer a message. Nico left the house and did not come back for days. When he returned, he looked like he had not slept at all. He sat down and told me Sophia had ended things by message. She wrote that she could not be with someone who made her feel less. Then he asked me if I thought he could still fix it. I told him no. When you make someone feel like that, one apology is not enough. The only thing he could do now was learn from it and never treat the next woman like garbage.